What's happening, guys? Time for another malt review. Today, this will be our first Ardnamurchan review. Ardnamurchan is a relatively new distillery owned by Adelphi independent bottlers. This is a Western Highlands distillery, and this is the latest core range release, Ardnamurchan AD042202. So the way Ardnamurchan does their bottling codes is for the small batch or the batch releases. 04 is the month of bottling. 22 is the year of bottling. 02 is the batch number, so batch 2. If it's a single cask, then they do the month of distillation. They do the year of vintage, and then it'll say CK for cask and the cask number. So recently they've taken that information off the front label. They just have the AD, Ardnamurchan Distillery, and they have the QR code. There you go. And if you scan that bad boy, it tells you literally everything you want to know about the bottle, except for the age. I will assume, though, based on previous releases, that it's about 5 years old. So when you scan that AR code, it's pretty cool. All the information is stored in the blockchain, using blockchain technology, same as crypto, same as Bitcoin, Ethereum, etc. You scan it, it shows you your bottle, just like that, goes to the website. So this is bottle 447 out of 25,200. It gives you all the detail you can imagine. Obviously, tasting notes, bottled by Kelly Combe, who bottled it, bottled on April 25th, 2022. Goes into the barley. The barley used was Concerto, farm name, field name, how they did the mashing, everything you could possibly want to know about the bottle, except of course the age, but that's okay. The fermentation, distillation, they use both wooden and stainless steel washbacks. Let's see. The new make spirit is cut at around 75% ABV. They use water from the Glenmore Spring to dilute the spirit down to 63.5% ABV before filling the casks. And the maturation is 65% bourbon, 35% X sherry, both Oloroso and PX. And as always, which we love, non-chill filtered, no color added. So Ardnamurchan, latest core release, 042202 on the nose. Oh, and 50-50 peated, unpeated spirit, malted barley. Wow. The nose on this guy is excellent for a 5-year-old. Very coastal, beautiful peat, sand, beach, pebbles, light lemon, very lemony, some apples, some pears, definitely some toffee, some nice barley sugars from the malted barley, very light white chocolate, some grapefruit, some honeydew melon. Very nice nose. Very quality ingredients, for sure. white grape, white peach, Wow. There we go. Oh, sorry. Bottled at 46.8% ABV. Tiny bit of sweet fish and smoked salmon on that coastal element. Beautiful. Literally like a coastline, a beach, shore, but you lightly sprinkle sugar all over it. Very nice. Palate. Now, here's where the youth kicks in. On the palate. Not any more peaty on the palate, like it usually is. It is 50-50, peated, unpeated, malted barley. But here's where the youth kicks in. You get that youthful, raw spirit on the palate. It just shows that, you know, it's a very new distillery. It just needs time. I can't imagine even an 8-year Ardnamurchan. Versus in the not too distant future, when you can get hopefully an Ardnamurchan 10, you know, as they scale up. An Ardnamurchan 10, hopefully at similar $50, $60 to the big boys, and it will be stellar. Absolutely stellar. It definitely has its own distinct style with the 50% peated malted barley, 50% unpeated malted barley, 65% ex-bourbon, 35% ex-sherry. It's definitely a nice mix. They're hitting that. It's just young. It needs time in the barrel. You know, they have to put product out to pay the bills to possibly get to hitting those economies of scale. Very nice. Similar lemon, peach, the shoreline, the sand, a little toasted marshmallow, little campfire action. Some of that toffee, but definitely more of the raw malted barley, young spirit on the palate and the finish. A lot of promise, not quite there yet, but getting there. Our first Ardnamurchan, can't wait for more. 83 out of 100. Ardnamurchan. If you guys have tried any of the Ardnamurchan releases, core releases, especially single casks, let us know. And let's talk about it. All right, guys, many more to come. See you guys soon. Cheers.